All right, so let's make the paper sunseed. So this paper practice sunseed, it's going to require 20 pieces. We've included one extra. They sometimes stick together, so when you grab one, make sure you're grabbing one. The first thing to notice is that these have an orientation, so you don't want one to be upside down. You want them all to be facing the same way. And for all of the sunseeds in our kits, they have these hooks, and the hooks are always going counterclockwise like that. So just make sure they're not upside down. And now to start, you're going to take two pieces, and where there are these hooks, you're going to hook them like that. And so that's how these pieces interlock, is that they get hooked like that. And now to finish connecting these two pieces, I'm going to rotate these towards each other, and I'm going to take the one in my right hand and go over the one in my left hand. And then I'm going to take this piece over here and tuck it over from the back, like that. So this is how two pieces interlock. So they're hooked at each of these hook points. And there's this over-under relationship. So this one's going over and then underneath and then hooking. Symmetrically, this one's going over and under. So you always want to be looking for this over-under relationship along any edge between two pieces. There's always going to be this over-under, and they're going to switch in the middle. All right, so that's connecting two pieces. So now we'll take a third piece, and I'm going to hook it here, like that. And then I'm going to rotate this one into place. And from the bottom, hook this one over like that. So that is three pieces. And what you want to look for is this is going to form a flower here, and you want these to always be in the right order. So this one's on top of this one, which is on top of that one. So you're always looking for these to be in the right order. A common mistake is to get these out of order, and then it will confuse everything. So just when you're hooking, try to make sure that they're always in this order. We still have this over-under relationship at the edge, and then this is just the hook that we've seen before. So that's three pieces. Let's do a fourth piece. So I'm going to hook it in to build up this flower. So a tip is you can hook it wherever it's easiest to hook. So I like to do it sort of in the middle here and then rotate it to where it needs to be. And then another tip is make sure that you pull it all the way here. So these are the hook points, these little crevices here. We actually call these the armpits of the piece. And so what you want to make sure is that the armpits are always going to be meeting at the center of the flower. So you really need to make sure that these are hooked all the way. If it's not hooked all the way, it's going to be hard to get it into the rest of the pieces. All right, so we've hooked that there, pulled it tight so that the armpits are meeting at the center of the flower. We'll rotate it into place and then hook from the bottom here. All right, so that's four pieces. Now we'll take a fifth piece and hook it like that. So everything is in order. And we'll connect it over here like we did before. And now, because there are 5 pieces around a flower, that means this flower is done. So for this practice sunseed, there are always going to be 5 pieces meeting at any flower. So because we have our 5 pieces, we can now connect these 2 over here, like that. And so now we've completed a flower because there are these 5 petals. All right, so now for the rest of this, we're just going to be doing this same process for making all the other flowers until the sunseed is complete. So you can start anywhere you like because it's symmetrical. So I'll choose to start with this flower. So I'll take my piece, hook it in, pull it all the way so the armpits are meeting at the center of the flower. And I'll rotate this one and hook it in over here. Okay, now I'm going to keep working on this flower. So we're making sure that they're always in order when we're paying attention to this over-under relationship at the edges. And take my next piece. I'm going to hook it, pull it in, and now rotate this around, and then here's where these 2 are going to hook. So I'll pull this one from underneath. There we go. Take a 5th piece for this flower. So it's going to go underneath all of these, but on top of that one. So underneath here, over there. Pull it all the way in so the armpits meet at the center. And then hook that under here. And then because there are 5, that means that this flower is ready to close. So we'll bring it under here, and this is going to go underneath this one. Like that. So now you've completed 2 flowers, this one and this one. All right, so now let's work on this flower. So this one has 3, so it's going to need 2 more to complete it. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to go underneath all the other ones, but over this one. Pull it into place. Connect over here. Now I'll take the 5th piece to complete this flower. So it's going underneath all the other petals, but over this one. Pull it into place so the armpits meet at the center of the flower. Hook it over here, and hook it over here. So this is going under, and then hooking into place there. So now we've completed 3 flowers. All right, let's do this one. Go under here and hook into place. And rotate it so it goes in over here. There are 4 pieces coming together here, so we need one more to complete the flower. So that hooks underneath there. Pull it in. That'll be 5. So we'll hook everything together. So there we go. Now 4 flowers are complete. I'm going to do this one next. Hook that piece in. Hook in over here. And then we'll take the 5th piece, go in. Okay, so that's 5. We'll hook that in, and then this one needs to go in. So you can see there's an order here, and so this one's going to go underneath that one. So it goes under here, and hooks into place. All right, and so since this one has 4, it just needs one more. So we'll take a piece, hook it in, so that the 5 are going all on top of each other. And then we'll hook these guys in. And then hook there. One here. All right, so we're pretty close. This is what the inside of it looks like right now. So there are these 5 pieces, 5 flowers that remain to be completed, and then there's going to be a flower here in the center, and then that'll be our finished sunseed. So I'll take a piece, hook it in, hook it in over here. And we have a cameo by a Jaxie cat. Jaxie, gotta get down. I'm filming something. Sorry about that. All right, so we got this piece in. So we can complete this flower. So this will go underneath here. So that'll be our 5 pieces. And then this one's going to hook in over here, and then these 2 will hook together. All right, so that's 2. So there are going to be 3 more pieces that are going to go in here. So this one will complete the flower here. So just make sure it goes in the right place. So it's going to go underneath these 4 petals, but over this one. Like that. All right, so we get that nice flower. So we'll hook this in on this side and also over here. All right, getting close. 2 more to go. So I think I'm going to start with this one that has 4 petals, because that one's almost done. Hook it in, so that's the 5th. And now these have to go onto these petals, these flowers. Hook over here. and hook over here. All right, so last piece. So this one might be the hardest because there's, it's the last one, you just got to get it in there. Also remember there's an extra piece because all of the kits come with one extra piece. All right, so this I'll go underneath here and on top of that one. Make sure everything's in the right order, like that. Now, let's get this one in. So it needs to go underneath all these other ones. You're going to need to like sort of lift up this flower a little bit to get it in there. So we'll lift that up and pull this one around. So it goes in, right there. And then the last flower, so it's going to need to go underneath these ones, but on top of this one. So you're going to need to sort of lift up this flower to get it underneath, and then pull it around. And there it is. And that's it. We've completed the practice sunseed.